Hello there, and welcome to the Millionaire's Kingdom. Hello, everyone. My name is Maya Wamila, and I'm happy to have you here today. This is a talking content. So, today is going to be a movie content. Today is for K drama. From Boys Over Flowers to Parasite to Squid Game, it is with no doubt that Korean movies are actually taking the world by storm. Also, I think that there is just that one movie that every generation will hold on to and be like, this is why I like K drama, this is why I like Korean movies. I think for the millennials, it was definitely Boys Over Flowers. For Gen Z, it's definitely Squid Game. In between Squid Game and Parasite, but I think like Squid Game has like gone really global. Squid Game is everywhere, so I'll go for Squid Game. But as much as the Korean movies are doing great internationally, it has become a global hit. I think there are some actors and actresses that are not getting the attention that they deserve. And today, I am going to be highlighting Korean actresses and actors that I think are underrated. To kick off on my list, I'll be starting with the actress Jang Young-Nam. Jang Young-Nam is the actress from The Crown Clown. That was actually the first movie I watched of her that I noticed her in. She was the Queen Dowager. She played the role as the Queen Dowager, so she was literally the villain in the film. Fantastic job. I won't lie to you, she did a fantastic job with that role. Gosh, you know how Koreans actually cast villain characters that you will hate? But this one in particular, the one she played in The Crown Clown, that one I feel like just kind of opened me up to her, and I had to go check like who is this woman? And then I checked her and I'm like, yeah, this is an actress. She was so wicked, so evil in that movie. But the thing about this woman is, it was amazing that I watched her as like an evil queen mother in The Crown Clown. But then I watched another movie of her. She was like the loving mother. This movie called The Innocent Witness. This movie, she actually played the role of a mother with a disabled child. You know how amazing it is that you have to watch her play the role of like an evil queen mother in one, and then you watch her play the role of like a sweet mother in the other, and she's killing both roles. That's exactly what it is with her. Most of the time, she's always the side character. She's barely ever the main character. And as much as she's the side character, you will still notice her. Like, it's not possible that you will not notice her because she will play a role and she will play it well. I also remember her from this movie called Project Wolf. She did a great job there. She was in this movie BADLAND as well. She's actually a really good actress. I feel like she's underrated because I think that as much as she has starred in quite a number of films, she barely ever gets to be the main character, and I think she actually deserves it. So the next person on my list is Jung-Suk. Yeah, this guy is actually quite popular. A lot of you should know him. He's from the movie Hospital Playlist. That's the movie he's known for. But the first time I watched him in the movie, in the K drama called Oh My Ghosts. One thing I've noticed about this actor is that most of the time he actually gets the main character. The thing is, people tend to pay attention to his co-actors more than they pay attention to him. So I think that is always the problem. And another thing, being a Korean actor or actress, you at least have to star in like three big films, like really big films, before you actually become that actor that people will pay a lot of attention to. You become really popular, and then you star in a lot of films. Otherwise, you just like be that side character. Another movie that I've watched of him that I really like, Hospital Playlist, and this movie called Exit. It's actually a film. It's not a K-drama, it's a film. It's called Exit. I think it was in the movie with Yuna from Girls' Generation. That movie was hilarious. The movie was hilarious. Like, you will not stop laughing when you watch the film. I think it's a movie about something about a gas explosion. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen it. But that movie is really, really good. Most times when you ask people, who are your favorite actors? And you ask them to list their top 10 favorite actors, his name barely comes up. But I think he really deserves that attention. And I think when people are mentioning like their top 10, you should be there. Don't really know what it's like at the other side of the world. I'm just saying this because I'm Nigerian. So I'm hearing it from like the perspective of Nigerians and who they talk about the most. Maybe somewhere else they talk about him a lot differently. I think he's underrated, and I think he deserves a lot more attention. I think when they are doing a list of top 10 greatest actors of all time, I think he deserves to be there because he's just that good. So the next actor I'm about to talk about, I absolutely love this actor, and his name is Do-Hwan. I mean, a lot of you know him. I don't even think like Do-Hwan is popular. This is nothing new. Like, I don't think I'll mention his name and then everybody will go, who is that? As long as you actually watch a lot of K dramas, there's no way you will know who Do-Hwan. A lot of people that talk about, oh, maybe like they have a crush on him. But let's talk about his talent and let's talk about his range. That one too, joke. The first time I noticed who Do-Hwan, I think, was in the movie, I think The Great Seducer. But the role he played that made me fall in love with him completely was Bloodhounds. Like, he was so good in the film. He played the role of a boxer. He had a friend, and there were these gangsters that he had to stop. And bro, some people died in the film. I didn't want them to die. Oh my god, spoilers. I'm sorry, guys. Don't listen to this if you want to actually watch Bloodhounds. I also remember him from this movie called My Country. In My Country, he played the role of like, he had a friend who wasn't as privileged as he was. He was born with a silver spoon, but I think his friend wasn't. And I can't believe, oh gosh, it's a lot. Like, I've seen a lot. It's a lot I genuinely can't remember. I'm just trying to remember. And let's even talk about Eternal Monarch for a minute. Eternal Monarch was that film that I think that a lot of people kind of had like this expectation for. And then as soon as the movie came out, everybody's like, we're not so sure of where to put it. Eternal Monarch had like some of the biggest actors. It had Limino, it had Kim Go-yeon, like those are big names. And then you have like Woodwan being a side character. But I wouldn't lie to you, I think Woodwan was kind of like the saving grace of that film. His character was so important. I was always waiting for like his character to come up. But still, I think he's still a little bit underrated. To me, I feel like he deserves more attention that people are giving him. That is all I have to say. Now, another actress that is making it to my list is called Park Gyu-Young. I mean, people should know her. She's even like in the new Squid Game. Like, she's the one playing the role of like the sniper, the one that, has a child, so she's attached to like this other guy's child. Hey, if you've not seen Squid Game, please don't continue this video. No, continue the video, but just move this part. Now, I think the thing that fascinates me about this actress is you kind of know what to expect when you see her in a film. But I also feel like there are some certain actors that they are good at playing one thing, and when they do it, they do a good job with it. For example, Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington, most of the time, is either the villain or like the anti-villain in a film. But I don't think there's any single time that he doesn't deliver. So it's absolutely nothing wrong with just like, knowing your strength and sticking to that. And I think that's kind of what I like about her. I know her character is going to be dark. She's going to be that character that will barely say a lot, and you can tell that there's so much she's going through on the inside. She always has like a really sad backstory. So you can tell that is going to be a character that will be cold, but genuinely bleeding on the inside. But that's also what I love about her, because she brings life to it every single time. Now, the first time I noticed that was actually in the movie It's Okay to Not Be Okay. But personally, I feel like my favorite of her so far has to be the character she's playing in Squid Game. Okay, so I also remember her from like the movie Sweet Home. Yeah, I think she was in Sweet Home. I think she was in Sweet Home 1 and 2. I think she was definitely in the film. I've only seen season 1, so I don't really know what happened there. So she's also one of the actors that I think she also deserves to like be in a film. Like, she also deserves to have like 5 big films and she's the main character in it. I like the fact that she embodies her roles so well, that she plays it. Sometimes it almost even feels like she's not acting. Sometimes it just gives you the vibe of, oh, this is actually who she is. That's why she's making it to my list, because people still don't talk enough about her. The final actor on my list is called Lee So-Hyuk. I know that Lee So-Hyuk is popular and everybody's like, oh my god, Lee So-Hyuk, we all know him now. We all know him now. Yes, I get it. Now, I'll first of all talk about this actor and how he makes me feel when I watch his films. Now, I think Lee So-Hyuk does 2 things when you watch him in a film. He gives you 2 emotions. Actually, A Scholar That Crawls at Night was the first film I saw him in that made me go, oh, who's this guy? Now, he played the role of a villain in that film, and he played the role of a villain that I like. But he can also play the role of a villain that you hate, like in Queen Wu and this movie called Pipeline. I don't know if you guys have seen it. The movie has been out since 2021. I promise you, he's a villain character that you hate in that film. That it will annoy you. Those are the kind of feelings he actually gives me whenever I watch him. I either hate him, I hate the character, or I actually really like the character. Like, I know that you people know him, but as much as you know him, I still feel like he's still a little bit underrated. I think they just deserve to be that moment for him. But I think for this generation, I think he is quite prominent, but still, I think he deserves more. Like, this is a new generation. let him shine some more. We need more films. Yes. And what I like about him too is kind of like that actor that knows what he's doing. Like he knows how to play the role of a lover boy. He also knows how to play the role of like a villain. I also remember him from this movie Tomorrow. Okay, so this concludes my list. That's all for today. Thank you guys for staying with me and listening to all of my talk. Let me know what you think about my list so far. And let me know if there are actually other actors and actresses that you think are underrated and people barely talk about, but they are exceptional, they're talented. Let me know what you think. But this is me saying peace out. I'll see you guys some other time. Everyone, thank you for sticking with me today. I've had so much fun discussing this with you, and I will see you next time. Now, working on this my two brain cells. What was I gonna say? Hours. I've not offended anybody today. So, I think that there are still some actors and actresses that do not get as much as. I think there's some Korean actors and actresses that do not get as much as. Mendoxe, no. Oh, I don't get paid enough for this. I don't even get paid at all. It's very rare for you to watch a Korean movie and watch their villain characters and like them. I don't know how they do it. My people from my father's village followed me today. That's why.